So we've talked about who literary agents are and how to contact them. If you've missed our previous videos, click on this hand to see our video on literary agents, and click this hand to see our video on query letters. Once you've caught up, we can resume our series and finish the last part of the publishing process. So here we go. How to get published in 3 easy steps. Step 3. The publishing process. So you've sent your query letter to the literary agent. Now what? If your agent likes your novel, they might ask for a partial, which it might be the first 50 pages of the novel, or it might be something different depending on the agent. And if you get rejected, you see where you're at, you fix your mistakes, and you try again. And remember, virtually every author has gotten many rejection letters before they get published. William Faulkner, J.K. Rowling, William Golding, Dr. Seuss, Stephen King, Alan Montgomery, Frank Baum. It's kind of like a rite of initiation. But say that the agent does really still like your book, they read your partial, and then they ask for a complete manuscript. Continuing along the line of optimistic hypotheticals, the agent loves your book and agrees to represent it to publishers. At this point, they may suggest some edits for your book, and then they begin representing it and trying to sell it to publishers that they think might be the most interested in your book. Sometimes they succeed, sometimes they don't. Assuming they succeed, a publisher picks it up. And if you're lucky, multiple publishers will be looking at it, so you might even get to go through a book auction to see which publisher ends up getting it. Either way, eventually, hopefully, one of the publishers make it, you sign a contract, and now we get to relive your favorite part of writing a book. Editing it. So you have an editor go through it, suggest some edits, some of which you may or may not like. And while you can negotiate that with them to some extent, a lot of times you just have to deal with it. There may be a couple rounds of revisions, but finally we get to the finished manuscript. Now the book's just out in a couple months, right? No. Maybe. But generally speaking, it's gonna be a year or two before the book comes out into print. And all this time, the publishers will be beginning to design a cover for it, typesetting it, and promoting it. And, well, there are probably a lot of other steps in the process of what the publisher is doing with it during this time, but since I haven't been published yet, I'm only going off of what I've researched concerning the topic, and don't have any first-hand experience concerning it. Basically, though, it will be 1 to 2 years before when the publisher agrees to publish it, and when it's actually out in stores. But there we have it, a full look at the publishing process. If you're eager to learn more about it, I have links to a couple different sites in the description that you might enjoy. And if you're thinking that the whole publishing process takes too long, that the publisher is taking too much of your money if you're getting traditionally published, well, there's always self-publishing. And we may have a video out for that in the next couple weeks. Otherwise, keep writing, work hard, and get published in these 3 simple, or not so simple, steps.